Hi there, I am Diane Chaplin, and this is my monthly live stream. If you're watching this live, I'm on a Wednesday night. I usually do the first Tuesday of each month, and things just didn't work out for this month. If you're watching it after the broadcast, thank you for checking in and seeing what it is that I'm doing. Today I'm going to play a program of music that is in commemoration of Black History Month. And I'm going to play music by three really wonderful composers of color who are from different places in the world. The first piece I'm going to play is by Kathryn Patricia Cobbler. She is a Canadian. I believe it's called Black Heritage Month in Canada. I don't want to misspeak, but I think that's what it's called. And so we're honoring that as well, and honoring the contributions to music from Black musicians and Black composers, obviously. Kathryn Patricia is primarily a violist and composer, and she works with a loop pedal, which I have set up here. You can't see my stuff down here. I have an amplifier and a loop pedal. And I bought this loop pedal a couple years ago. It is a device that records short little clips of music and then plays them, loops them over and over. So you get a sense of layering and harmony when you play, and it's very cool. And I'm always searching for pieces in which I can use my loop pedal with the cello. And Kathryn Patricia was very generous in saying I could play her piece on the cello. So it's a viola piece originally. The piece is called Selah. Selah is a Hebrew word which means, it's used sort of as an exhortation like, hey there, or look, or stop and listen to this. And in this case, the work is a little bit like that, like a time to stop, a time to pause. It's very meditative, which is something that we get a lot with loop pedals because we hear the same harmony over and over again. So the piece is intended to just kind of be something that you just chill out, stop your running around, and kind of soak in the sounds and the harmonies. One thing that Kathryn Patricia Cobbler does is she presents workshops where she draws connections between visual arts, because she's also a visual artist, between the paintbrush and the viola bow, and how both of those things create texture, color. And so this is her canvas. So I have to be amplified to use the loop pedal, so my sound will be a little different than you're maybe used to hearing it. I'm going to play two movements from Selah. I'm going to play the second movement and then the first movement. The second movement is called Bach Allemande Re-Envisioned, and you will hear right at the beginning of the movement a quote that is inspired by the Allemande to the first Bach suite for solo cello. And then the second movement that I'm going to play is called Cradle. These are two movements from Selah by Kathryn Patricia Cobbler. those were two movements from Cello by Kathryn Patricia Cobbler. I'm going to disconnect things here. I like to take my pickup off my cello when I'm not amplified because I think it stops the sound a little bit. It tamps it down a little bit. So when I don't need it, I get it off the cello. It's pretty quick to remove. It has sticky stuff that sticks on the bridge and acts like, it's kind of like silly putty, acts as a conducer for the sound. And the part that holds the cord just kind of clips onto the bridge with screws. Okay, the next piece is called For Edna, and it's by a composer named Leila Adu. She is originally from New Zealand, but has roots in New Zealand, in Ghana, and in Britain. She received her doctorate in composition from Princeton University, and she lives in the States now. And she does a lot of things besides just write composition. She's a singer-songwriter. She's involved in many different kinds of music, including things like electropop, and she's actually gaining a lot of renown as a composer right now. Lots of exciting projects going on. I'm going to read to you what she wrote about this piece from the composer. I wanted to write a piece that encapsulated the strength of women. At first, I was going to write something physically and orally demanding, hard. Then I realized that our strength is perseverance and endurance, adaptability and openness, and connection to others. I wrote this thinking about women loving their man who has come home from war, women who have lost their children, women who have been beaten by men, the system, or both, and who still have the strength of perseverance and endurance, adaptability and openness, and connection to others. I dedicate this piece to my friend, activist, and scholar, Edna Bonhomme, because in the struggle of being a Black woman from a working-class family, she perseveres to be one of the most loyal, hardworking, inspirational, and devoted people I have ever met. With her Haitian background and American upbringing, she has continued to keep her heart open and share her intellect with me, including around issues of colonialism, Black struggle, police brutality, the prison justice system, and her tangible fears for her own family. This is For Edna by Leila Adu. You are not alone, good man. That was For Edna by Leila Adu. The third and final piece I'm going to play today is by the composer Adolphus Hailstork. I'm going to take a glass of water for a moment. Excuse me. Adolphus Hailstork is an American composer. He teaches he's a professor of music at Old Dominion University in Virginia Beach. He went to Howard University, Manhattan School of Music, and has a doctorate in composition from the University of Michigan. His heritage is African American, but also Native American and European Jewish. So it's a really fabulous combination. I was really interested to discover that. I had not known that about him in the past. He wrote a cantata called Earthrise, and the piece I'm going to play today is based on a theme from that. At one point in the cantata, there's a chorus singing in German because the text is based on Schiller's Ode to Joy, which is the same text that Beethoven used for his Ninth Symphony, for the Ode to Joy in the Ninth Symphony. So this text from Schiller is in this cantata, and at this point where this melody happens, a chorus is singing in German, and another chorus, an African-American chorus, is also singing. They join together and they sing the words, "Draw the sacred circle closer." In other words, unify together. And so this melody, which is really, it's a wonderful melody. It sounds a lot like a spiritual. And if you didn't know that it was composed by the composer, actually, you would maybe think that he had used a spiritual as the basis for this piece. This is theme and variations on Draw the Sacred Circle Closer. So you'll hear the main melody first, and then there are 5 fairly elaborate variations, full of joy, full of just pathos and beauty that follow. So this is the theme and variations on Draw the Sacred Circle Closer by Adolphus Hailstork. Actually, I'm going to tune first. That was the theme and variations on Draw the Sacred Circle Closer by Adolphus Hailstork, and I really think that's one of the best American pieces for cello. It has such an Americana and a kind of American roots feel to it. I hope you enjoyed that piece. Check in on March 7th when I'm going to do a program for the full moon called Full Moon. I have a tendency not to be able to talk when I'm done playing because my heart is kind of racing. I'm going to take just a moment to look at some. Oh, Heather, thank you, Heather. My friend Heather Blackburn was the person who I first heard play this piece, so she checked in to hear it. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening, and hopefully I'll see you in March with music all about the moon. Bye, thank you. I'm going to do this fancy thing and put on the ending screen.